Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to get into some comments that surfaced after Taeyang or V Zaddy dropped a quote for us that was quite shocking and funny. Most armies were loving it, and I have some comments to say about those who were not. I also want to get into RM putting out his statement and what is going on with this. So grab your dumplings, he's spilling mug merch, and let's jump into the tea. If you're new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified and some new video drops. And if you're a hater, let's be first to leave your hate comment. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also, and you'll be first to do so. Now let's jump into it. The first thing I want to get into is what happened recently. So let's go back a few days or so when BTS announced that they will be putting out their Season's Greetings 2022. This is something they put out for every year, and of course they always seem to be on time with releasing this sort of stuff, and people look forward to it. People ask for the package, which contains exclusive content never before seen, which obviously, Dave, that is what exclusive means, and things like posters and photo cards and those things. I don't know exactly what is included in this season's greetings, but if you decide to buy it, go ahead and look at what it includes. But some clips have already been posted and come out of what is going to be on there, and a lot of people have some thoughts. We always see the cutest and funniest things in these DVDs, and it's often stuff that you can't get elsewhere. HYBE or Big Hit is not posting those cute moments for free, let's say that. You often see a lot more Taekook moments and ship moments in these DVDs. I also react to some of those on my Patreon if you're interested, link down below. But one specific clip that was posted everywhere was when Jimin said, "You can't live without me," while they were talking about what they were going to do when they got old. And then Taeyang also added to the conversation by saying, "I will marry BTS members." First of all, mood, big mood. Second of all, this is simply just not fair. You can't marry the boys. If you go ahead and marry them, we have no chance. Like, you literally live with them, and I can only imagine that. Like, I don't have a chance. But joking aside, it was funny because people took these moments, the one from Taeyang and the one from Jimin, and put it together to say that Jimin would love to live with Taeyang. And they even took an old clip that looks like it was from Bon Voyage. I'm not entirely sure. It could either be from Run BTS or Bon Voyage. But the clip is Jimin looking at Taeyang and saying that he wants to live with his lovely Taeyang. So people took these clips and were saying that Taeyang was talking about marrying Jimin in the season's greeting. Now, the Jimin and Taeyang ships started pretty much at the same time that Taeyang and Jungkook ships started. In fact, I believe it was both around 2016, which was about 5 years ago. This is extremely funny because the internet was not having this. There was speculation as to Taeyang talking about Jungkook, but in fact Taeyang said BTS members, not a specific member, so we don't know if he was talking about anyone in particular. Everyone, when Taeyang said this, had a good laugh, and they took it as the joke that it was supposed to be. But of course, it wasn't too long before Taekook actually ended up trending online, and there was a huge influx of photos of Jungkook and Taeyang. Now, I'm making that part sound all dramatic, but it wasn't. It was mostly fun and funny to see the interactions and see the love that each part of the fandom had for BTS members. I genuinely think these ships help the boys a lot. When HYBE or Big Hit sees that a lot of ships have Taeyang in common, they're going to start to realize, maybe we need to push him a little bit more. He has something. But of course, it wasn't all fine and dandy. There was definitely a lot of hate being thrown around, and I was very surprised to see how mad people were still over the idea that the boys could possibly be gay. Not that this was confirmation that they were gay, but this idea that they could be gay. It's almost 2022. Anything is possible. The boys have shown mutual love to each other, and we live in this day and age where gender could possibly not matter. I pose an opinion that a relationship can exist without the need to sleep with each other. If you meet someone who is just perfect in every other way, except they're not the gender that you typically like, are you going to keep them as friends, but you want them in your life every day? I feel like a lot of us approach relationships in a different way than maybe what would be nice, which is loving whoever you love and not starting a relationship based on sexual attraction. And I am not saying that this is the case with BTS. I'm saying we don't know, and anything is possible. They could not really see each other as a specific gender and love each other without being attracted to each other, but could still want to marry each other. I don't know, just a thought. I like throwing out thoughts out there. I have tried my best to say that nothing I say is a definitive proof. It's just throwing out the opposite idea so you have more information to make your own decision. Not only do we not know if the boys are gay or queer, we don't know if any of them are aromantic or ace. Just food for thought. I think those sending homophobic hate need to get out of every fandom, and this only brings back society a lot. The boys, if they reared in any direction besides straight, they'll feel like they'll get hate. Jimin has not confirmed to be gay. However, he is not stranger to the fact that he does not fall under the stereotypical cis male look. He is more on the feminine side, he has a higher voice, and he is very fashionable. These already don't fall in line with the straight cisgender thing, and if those people are sending hate because because being gay is not the norm, then already right now those people need to leave the fandom because Jimin is already not the quote-unquote norm. So you see how the homophobia never made sense to me. Then those people claim to be ARMYs. BTS is also very supportive of LGBT and would probably love their fandom to be supportive of this as well. They're not stranger to the fact that LGBT people exist and we all have their full support. And I hope the LGBT have the full support of ARMY too. It's so weird to feel like BTS is doing a lot but also not doing a lot. There's a lot of these cute clips that are coming out, but nothing that is like big is coming out. And ARMYs are all expecting a big comeback coming out soon. My theory is that BTS might be recording up to 4 albums. I mean, they will apparently be gone for 2 years, so they need at least 4 albums to pull them over. It's interesting that they're spending maybe this full year making this content for the years they'll be gone. But again, this is just a theory that was further pushed when RM posted on the Twitter that he was working late. It was theorized that when RM posted he was working late in the studio, this was around midnight in Korean time. So that sounds about right. We don't know how long they have been working that day. My theory is that he was putting out maybe his last remaining bit of vocals or mixing the beat, and it looks like he was entirely alone. We don't know for sure if he was. This was just speculation, but let's talk about that in a moment. And the post was basically a selfie, and it was with him with the caption saying that he wants to go home. People took this as, why isn't there anyone helping and why is he by himself? People thought this was calling HYBE out, but I don't see it that way. I think RM was alone because he probably said that the producer could go home while RM sits in there and gets his voice perfect. They've done this so many times, like recording songs, that at this point they don't need a producer to be there while they record. When they record a song, the producer is likely asking them if they like that specific take, so if the boys don't, the producer will just re-record. So at the end of the day, RM just has to record his bit the way he likes it and then go home. We know that the boys are perfectionists, and if RM was actually alone, there would be no reason to torture the producer, who may or may not have a family. Just have the producer go home. The photos were also followed up by a video that was recorded of RM walking home by the side of the road and making silly faces and saying that he has to go home now, or maybe he was taking his bike. I hope he doesn't live too far from the studio and it wasn't a long ride. Korea is definitely pretty safe compared to a lot of cities in America, and I have no doubt that HYBE is in a good location, so RM has nothing to worry about. But I'm always concerned when I see someone late at night alone by the side of the road. We also don't know if this was posted in real time or if he posted this when he got home, in which case it's not that late. But I commend the boys for working so much lately. It feels so weird doing all this work and having nothing to show for it. Like, imagine you're spending an entire day at work and you do so much work and finish so many projects, but then your boss is like, okay, forget about all those projects and just put them on the side until later and work on this new one. And it probably feels like that. Like, no one knows how much work they're doing right now. They just have to wait to put it out. Or maybe it doesn't feel like that to them, but I am sure they're really excited to have ARMYs hear everything and see what type of projects they're working on. It's going to be interesting as they can't really promote the stuff they might put out if they're in the military. So I do wonder if they'll have pre-recorded tapes to send in, like send into the talk shows, or maybe they won't do performances on TV. We don't know. We shall wait and see. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for leaving comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon if you want to go over there and check that out. I have a lot of videos over there that I can't really post on here. This is due to copyright or getting taken down, so I do keep it over there on my Patreon. You can get videos over there like music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions. You can also recommend things you like to see over there. Currently, we do have over 400 videos that are already up on there that you have access to the moment you sign up. And we do have a great time interacting and having fun over there as well. So if you're interested in any of that or being a part of that, link is in the top description down below. There's also a video over there that kind of goes over how you can support this channel even more if you would like to do that. That video is free to watch and it's on the front page. With that said, there's 2 videos that will appear up on screen at the end of this video, so click on one of those. I'll see you over there.